Hello everyone. Today I also going to recite a poem which is an untitled one, of course, and this poem is about my imagination. Okay, this poem is about my imagination while watching Wordsworth. Okay, so in this poem what I have done, that Wordsworth has written a poem, My Heart Leaps Up, or the subtitle which is Rainbow. Okay, so when he is watching that rainbow, okay, so his heart gets leaped up. Okay, so when he is watching that rainbow, he feels that bliss. Okay, he is enjoying that. Okay, that is bodacious for him. So same when I sight out that rainbow, okay, and when I read out that poem, so it resembles with my feeling, and that's what Wordsworth was writing. Okay, so Wordsworth was a communicator in his poetry. Okay, he has communicated his expressions, okay, his emotions to the readers in simple words. And when we read out that preface to Lyrical Ballads, okay, in which he talks about how a poetry should be, okay, so he says that imagination is really powerful. It can create new world, okay, or world beyond this world, okay, that what Wordsworth believed. So like him, this verse is about a person who is watching Wordsworth. Okay, so we know that Negative Capability by John Keats. Okay, so what basically it is, negative capability means poet is a medium in his verse. Okay, and T.S. Eliot in Tradition and Individual Talent acknowledges John Keats, okay, for his negative capability. He says that poet should be a medium in his verse. Okay, poet should be a medium. He should not be a communicator. Okay, like Wordsworth. He attacks romanticism and romantic poetry, of course. But when we look out poetry of John Keats, okay, you will find Keats as a medium. Keats as a medium in his poetry. Okay, so like that, I have described a person in my verse who is a medium of my thoughts. Okay, for example, when we read out dramatic monologues, okay, there is always a medium, okay, in the poetry or in a poem. Okay, the writer express his views through that medium. Okay, so I have expressed my views through that person. Okay, and it is about my imagination to sight out Wordsworth, okay, watching that rainbow, and how he feels and how I felt. Okay, so I have not given any title yet. Okay, so it is an untitled one, and I have added an epigraph. Okay, so epigraph is something which we quote out any phrase in our poetry. Okay, epigraph simply means that we take out some quote or phrase from another poem or any literary work and quote in our literary work. Okay, so I have quote some lines by Wordsworth only from Daffodils. Okay, so the poem is like, they flashed upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. So this epigraph means that when Wordsworth was watching daffodils, okay, through his inward eyes. Now inward eyes means imagination. Okay, so he was in solitude state, and it was really blissful for him while sighting those daffodils. Okay, daffodils are flowers, so it was really blissful for him. And like Wordsworth, it is blissful for me to sight out that rainbow in solitude state, and that surrounding was bliss for me, and through inward eye I have imagined how Wordsworth was feeling that time. Okay, so yeah, that is the meaning, or that is the reference for this epigraph. Okay, so the poem is like, I was perching like a sparrow under the peachiest redwood tree. The sky was mizzling after the rain with heavenly and ravishing rainbow. I beheld a young artistic bent of mind. I hearkened him with profound esteem. He was warm-hearted towards the rainbow. His heart was leaped and imbued with joy. The flamboyant rainbow and celandanius, bright as the sun and spreaded euphoria. So now in this poem I have mentioned how a boy watching another young man, okay, while he was sighting that rainbow, okay. So in my heart leaps up, or rainbow, Wordsworth expresses his emotions, okay, while sighting that rainbow, okay. And I have also expressed my emotions while citing his expression, okay. So I have added a reference as well by Matthew Arnold, okay. So that is, I hearken him with profound esteem, okay. So that is a quote by Matthew Arnold. He says that Wordsworth's poetry was like a beautiful or a sweet song, okay. So he can hear his voice, okay. He can hear his expressions, okay. We can feel the emotions, but he can hear those thoughts, means that expression, okay. So for that reason he uses that, and with respect, with esteem, he hears that, okay. So that man, okay, that boy, okay, also hearing, or he also heard Wordsworth with esteem, okay, with respect. So that is the poem. Of course there are various other references, symbols as well. So that was my poem, and brief about my poem and explanation for that. And thank you so much. Thank you once again.